This presentation is about Disney's negotiation with Sony for Spider-Man 2019 by Walter Rush. The problem is the battle over Spider-Man in the MCU, battle over control. Disney and Sony had an agreement for Spider-Man that had expired. So both sides, they had to go back to the negotiation table to reach a deal for Spider-Man future in the MCU. In Disney's underlying entrance was that they wanted Spider-Man to stay in the MCU. Spider-Man brings a great Spider-Man brings in great money and revenue for Disney, and they know this. In Disney, they also keep the merchandise sales from Spider-Man. Sony, their underlying interest is that they own the right to one of the biggest superheroes in the world. Spider-Man is one of Sony's biggest moneymakers. Spider-Man brings Sony billions of dollars a year, and they are not about to let that go. Disney's bargaining position is that they want 50-50 split on everything. 50-50 on production costs, 50-50 split on profits. Sony's bargaining position was they want to stick with the deal they already had, as well as 50% first dollar sales goes to Disney. They had three additional styles from class plays a role in this negotiation. First one is the thinker. I think that both sides couldn't reach no agreement starting off because they were so focused on analyzing data and but how much money they was making from this character that they could not get past it. Secondly, is the quiet supporter. Tom Holland was a quiet supporter to help both sides reach an agreement. First of all, what he did was he got the fans involved and had the fans to speak up on what they really wanted. Secondly, is that he got on the phone with one of the owners of Disney, poured out his heart, and letting him know that why Spider-Man should stay in the MCU, which helped with the negotiation a whole lot. Third one is mutual gain. Let's be honest, both sides have a lot to gain on this agreement and negotiation. Both sides have millions of dollars to make. No matter how this plays out on what it is, both sides have a lot of money to make. What went well in this negotiation? Both sides was open to negotiation. They was open up enough to try to work some out to keep both parties happy. Secondly was that they listened to the fans, and the fans wanted Spider-Man to stay in the MCU because that's the best version of Spider-Man that we didn't have so far. What went wrong in the negotiation? Disney and Sony couldn't reach an agreement. Disney didn't want nothing but the deal they offered. And Sony didn't want nothing but the deal they already had. But an agreement was reached. Disney and Sony reaches an agreement. Disney co-finances 25% of Spider-Man films. Disney's, they also get a 25% of the profit. Disney keep merchandise sales. Sony finances 75% of Spider-Man films. Sony gets 75% of ticket sales. And Sony have control of Spider-Man video games, which I think that both sides should be happy with this deal because it brings in a lot of money no matter which way. Was there a meaningful relationship after this deal? I think it was a meaningful relationship right after this deal because they already been in business together, and they know there is a lot to profit from both franchise from this character from both franchises, and they know that. I think that both sides know that this version of the Spider-Man is the best to make them more money. This is the conclusion of my presentation. Thank you for listening.